like the paper bag photo better. We need to bring that back.
We can bring it back. I'm all for it.
Well, you probably don't have anything to or any reason to wear it. What's your record since that happened, bro? It's got to be really good.
Since then, the Broncos record?
Yeah. When was
It's
that?
been better.
Is that 23?
Yeah, that was 23. What? Couldn't get any worse than that, right?
I can only go up from there. Right?
Yeah, that was when the Dolphins put fucking 70 on us. God damn
it. That was one of the
crazy.
best shows we ever had.
I was like, fuck you, Russell Wilson.
So much fun.
When's Naro joining us again?
I don't think he's ever joining us ever again.
Oh,
you hear that, Naro?
Ooh, calling you out, dog.
You never join us. The Steelers never win a championship, so you're cursing yourself.
Welcome to the cave where the men are bold, covering sports tales that have never been told. From the court to the ring, we bring the heat. B-ball, football, combat sports, KD. In the underground cave, we ball like the best. Dribble through defenses, yo, we ain't stressed. From three-pointers to slam dunks, we make it rain. Cave Sports Mania, it's the name of the game. 5P0RT5. When the cavemen, we're always live. 5P0RT5. When the action, come take a dive.
What is up, everybody? Welcome again to another edition of Cape Sports. Coming to you live on this beautiful Thursday evening, getting ready for the last week of NFL preseason for 2025. After this weekend, the next one's count, boys. Joining me as always is our boy Francis and our boy Robert down below. How you guys doing?
Chilling, man. Just wanted to also look who's checking in with us. We got Bender Bot. Yes, yes, fuck you too, mother. Bro, why are you so aggressive? We just started.
Cambodian, bro.
Cambodia and Thailand not getting along right now. That's why.
That's for the other pod. That's for the other pod.
I wonder who started it.
Hey, that's always like the key, right? And everything. Right. Like who started it? That's what everyone wants to know. But before we really get in depth here, just want to again announce, like we always do, be sure to look out for us on all the social media platforms. K4V3, enter the cave when you feel like. We got Discord, we got we're on Twitter, currently known as X. I know I flubbed that last week. I flubbed it all the time. Facebook, Insta. Just check on last week. Are we on Blue Sky yet? We're on Blue Sky?
No.
Still work in progress.
Are we?
Okay.
Are we on Truth?
Sure, actually.
We're on Rumble.
On Rumble? Yeah. And then one of you guys said you wanted to be on Grindr, right? Which one was that?
Oh, that was a Naro, but he's not here anymore. So.
All right, all jokes aside, find us on any of the social media platforms, K4V3. For this specific entity, K4V3, 5P0RT5. Check us out. So last week, kind of ended up being a little bit of a stinker there with the South divisions. I know I overly hyped it, thinking it was going to be better than it was.
It was just funny towards the end. We're just like, cool.
Yeah, like contrary to popular belief, we do research, but man, it was like wasn't even exciting to do research for that. Completely different vibe tonight, I think, with the North divisions in the NFL. Of course, the AFC and NFC North. Before we get and really dive into the predictions and the analysis, what are some of your initial thoughts on these divisions proper?
It's a lot better than what we were last, but we got some interesting teams on there. Let's see, like we got the Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings. I'm trying to. What am I missing on? Yeah, that's NFC. So
yep.
AFC we got Ravens, Bengals, Browns and the Steelers, and that one is a kind of. I actually think there's going to be it could be a shakeup on that one. I think, I think the Ravens are obviously the number one choice for the AFC North. But I could actually, the Bengals could finish second on there. I think that's just. I mean, we talked about last time. The Bengals, they have everything that they need to succeed. It's just like, somehow they don't put it all together. And then when it comes to the NFC North, I like the Vikings. Lions look good, but I like the Vikings. But I'm trying to see. I think the obvious choice for that one is the Lions, but I think Vikings could be the sleeper for that side. But I want to hear what you guys think, because we could predict as much, and like every time we've done this show, it's like, holy shit, we didn't expect that to happen.
Right, which has been great. Francis, quick thoughts, initial thoughts on the divisions.
I mean, yeah, that's the best part about football. You can predict all you want, and then we thought the Vikings last year would be trash, and they ended up being amazing, at least for their division. They didn't perform
Sam Darnold resurgence, man. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Right. He got a bag.
Not my finest moment on the show.
Seattle. Well, Kevin McConnell, the coach on the Vikings.
Kevin O'Connell, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell, he's really good, and I actually followed a bet last year for him to win Coach of the Year, and he ended up winning Coach of the Year.
Oh, nice.
Because he had really good odds. So yeah, that was amazing to hit. But my one lone initial thought that I'm looking forward to is the Lions and Bears matchups this season for NFC North, just because Ben Johnson, really high octane offensive coordinator, now is the head coach for the Bears, and the Bears have a good, the Bears have a, offensively they have all the weapons. You could say they're almost comparable, maybe not, eye to eye, but he has weapons over there in Chicago with Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Roma Dunes, DeAndre Swift,
Burden now.
Yeah, they have that one Colston Loveland. Yeah, he's a nice tight end that they drafted in the early rounds of the draft. So yeah, looking forward to those matchups. That's my initial thought. And these are, compared to last week's the South divisions. Yeah, just to reiterate what Jermaine was saying, it's like, every matchup in these divisions across the board are going to be key. Not to say that no divisional matchups are not key, but I mean, I don't think Jags versus Colts is going to be on Sunday Night Football. I think
Thursday night
eventually
this one definitely has some very good divisional matchups.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a bunch of Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night football matchups with these divisions here. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to that.
I mean, yeah, the Browns are, doo-doo brown whenever they play, but every time there's a Browns-Steelers game, it's fun to watch for some reason. I don't know. It's just like, wow, the Browns could really play if they pretend they were playing the Steelers every week.
For real, though.
If they're playing AFC North games, they always seem to keep those ones close.
Exactly. So just pretend maybe, you guys are playing AFC North for the rest of the season. Just pretend. You might do something.
I mean, speaking about the Browns, sorry to cut you off, Zach. It's just crazy to me how they have 5 QBs in the QB room, 6 or whatever, and it's like you can't make up their mind.
Do you guys think it's maybe fuck, we got to get this right, so just get all the quarterbacks until it clicks? I mean, they got Joe Flacco starting now, so could we see a Joe Flacco resurgence maybe, and then gets to face the Ravens twice?
I think Joe Flacco is just there to be set up. Let's put the veteran there because we know he can start the season off decent, and let's see how he performs. And then, I mean, I feel like they should just start Shedeur. I might be biased since I work at University of Colorado, but I don't know
why not. Why not? Because how much
humble brag there?
How much better could what's it called, Flacco do? I mean, they went for that. They went for the what they call a controversial pick in Shedeur. Just because a lot of people don't, his character doesn't sit right with a lot of people, and I could see
speak on his
where
character,
people come
bro.
from. Yeah, but like I just think, fuck it, put Shador in there. What are you gonna get out of Flacco? He hasn't really been doing shit.
Chuck it, football.
Flacco's old.
So, since we're speaking about them, let's get right into the Browns. All right, let's start off with the AFC North tonight.
The Browns.
Let's continue this conversation about Flacco.
Okay.
Right, he's named the starter this week. He will be the QB1 for your Cleveland Browns. A couple other transactions they got here. They signed Devin Bush to a contract in the offseason, extended Myles Garrett, which I think is enormous.
That was huge
for their
huge.
franchise. That's a franchise player. That's a player that you build a statue for.
Will the Browns ever make it to the Super Bowl? Stay tuned, true Believers. Come on, Ben. Believers to a new season.
Restructured Deshaun Watson's contract.
Mm-hmm.
Brought in Deontay Johnson, which is fantasy football season, which we're going to touch on before the end of the show here. But that's someone to look out for. That's another weapon for this offense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Shador Sanders and Dylan Gabriel were drafted, both rookie quarterbacks, by the team. And, you know, this is a team that made the playoffs a couple years ago, right? People forget. Went to the playoffs a couple years ago, but it seems like ever since then, hadn't been able to put one of those seasons together again. Personally, I think this team is still going to finish last this year, but definitely has a chance to make some noise. Flacco, starting running backs Jerome Ford, Judy and Tillman, Deontay Johnson, Shamari Thrash, Isaiah Bond, receiving core with David Njoku. Offense not that bad, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can their offensive line hold up Flacco long enough to make a play? You always have that, difference maker of Myles Garrett on defense. I think this is one of those teams when you look forward, when you look into, over-unders on wins, which
Mm-hmm.
I know Francis you're heavily into. I mean, depending on what it is, like you
Mm-hmm.
almost want to the over.
To touch on that, the line is 4.5 over and under
for what
wins.
What?
I might
more than 4 games.
I might bet.
Really?
I might bet them over.
No, you know what you
I think
should
they can
bet
win
because
5
the
games.
Browns. I recently just saw how the Browns have the winning opening odds at winning the division at plus 3,300.
I don't know about all that.
Insane. Yeah.
But imagine that kind of bet.
Wild bet.
Yeah, like Stefanski's been there. What, this is like year 6. Yeah, he was
Mm-hmm.
he was signed in 2020, coming from the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Reese is their offensive coordinator. They still have Jim Schwartz. See, I need to go back and look at that. Jim Schwartz is one of the best defensive coaches in the game. Obviously, when you have a guy like Myles Garrett, you don't want to leave that. And that division, the AFC North, is like, I've said this every year, it's like the division closest to old school football.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 4 of these teams like to run the rock, and it's a big focal point of their offenses. Even the Bengals last year, they had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins with Burrow, but Chase Brown had a really good year at running back. We'll get into the Bengals next, but Browns. I mean, can they find lightning in a bottle? Like if they start struggling early with Flacco and you pivot to Shador, that could be one of those moves where you look back on and say that.
I don't know. Like, everything. I feel like they're going to give Flacco a couple games, and they said, "Fuck it,
right?
Put Shador in."
Yeah, maybe it's just to kind of see, like, if they want to ride out the Flacco story, like Flacco's done it before, right? He's led their team to a pretty successful season a couple years ago, I think.
He did nothing when he went to Denver, but I think it's just everything he's done since then. Like, ever since like bouncing teams, like he hasn't really been effective. So it's just like the Browns know what it's been like for them in the history. So it's just like, take a chance. I mean, I can kind of see maybe they're like, fuck, well, we did that with fucking Johnny Manziel and then Baker Mayfield. It didn't happen. But maybe this could be a turning point. I think they should just give Flacco a couple games because you're paying him for it, but put Shador in, because you can't deny, like, people want to say, oh, he sucks, but no, I mean, he isn't terrible. I don't think he's terrible. Do I think he's overly hyped? Sure, probably, but probably better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco comeback player of the year 2023 when they went 11. So, I mean, essentially, Stefanski's still there, Schwartz is still there, so it's just a matter of if they can put it all together. And unfortunately, this division is just they seem to always have one team. This year, I think the next three teams you talk about all have legitimate cases at the division this year. For one team, a lot has to go right more than the others.
Yeah,
but the other three teams in front of the Browns are very good teams. So it just makes the climb harder for the Browns.
But like we said earlier in the beginning of this stream, is that the Browns tend to play really well when they're in their own division. So they tend to compete. So who knows? Maybe who knows what they could do? I mean, it's still a better division in the South.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They just got unfortunate that they're in the toughest division. I feel like they're a good team, on paper. If they were in another division, they would definitely be more.
Put them in the South division, and they'd be number one. And
this team could win the NFC. This team could win the AFC South.
Yeah,
it's just
put them there. They'll
win
that.
It's just one of those things. You can't really choose your division. You just you have to face who you got to deal with the cards that you're dealt, and they're not really playing them right when they're playing their North Division rivals. So,
bro, this team had 3 wins last year, and 2 were against their division. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They
probably play so hard against their division opponents, and by the time they play another non-divisional opponent, they're just beat the fuck up probably, and just
they only give up more than 30 points 5 times.
I guess it's like high school football, right? The first 5 games, you're like, well, who cares? And then you get into the league when you're playing in the league, and you're like, fuck yeah, I want to. It's like, no, dude, you gotta play like that throughout the season.
For sure.
It feels like the problem last year was offense. And
Browns the Browns secondary is really good too. I mean, they have Denzel Ward, dude, he's a fucking stud. I mean. So, their defense is there.
Losing Chubb is also kind of man.
yeah. But Chubb had to go. I mean, that injury last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago, where that fucking helmet went straight into?
Yeah, dude.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year, right? First game or second game of the season.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that was last year. I wanted to say 2 years ago, but
no, it wasn't 2 years ago. No,
it was.
It was against the Steelers.
Oh man! Well, speaking of that, I mean, now we could pivot to the Steelers, because I think working our way up, I think it's Browns, then the Steelers. I think Steelers are going to finish third in this division. A lot of people just want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers, nah, man, he's done, dude.
Is he?
He's coming back from that Achilles, sure, but it's the Steelers, man.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done. This is the final part of his fucking career.
So, I mean, we saw another all-time great finish up recently in the last decade with his last season. I don't think it was announced going in, but he kept that career off with the Super Bowl. Does Aaron Rodgers do the same with the Steelers team?
No.
Let's see what they get. They got Robert Woods. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, they lost George Pickens. I don't feel like their receiving core is all that great.
Pickens is with Dallas.
Dallas now, yeah.
They traded Minka. This was a big trade. They traded Minka.
Oh, Minka Fitzpatrick
for Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith.
Ooh, okay, Jonnu Smith tight end.
That's risky.
Damn, I forgot about. And Minka's a lot younger than Jalen Ramsey, right? And Jalen Ramsey's kind of on the tail end of his career.
Yeah, I'm just really surprised that Mike Tomlin's still there.
Because he wins at least 9 games every season.
Yeah, but that's it. The Steelers organization is cool with the blue balling every year.
Yeah.
Well, It's better than having a losing season.
I guess, but I mean, if you're not
You can
making
be the
it deep in
fucking
the
Browns,
playoffs,
dude.
is it really a winning
True.
season?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yes, but it's
they're
not like the ideal season.
With a storied franchise like the Steelers, I would have thought Mike Tomlin would have left by now or got fired. I know
Yeah.
he's been.
I know that's what Naro was also complaining about on this show a
Yeah.
couple times
Tomlin?
already in the past, and he's just
Mhm.
like, "Why the fuck is Mike Tomlin still on this team?"
Because when you
And he's a
don't have him,
diehard
you fucking
Steelers
miss
fan,
him.
so like hearing it
Yeah.
from him is like, you know, obviously I'm sure a lot of Steeler fans feel the same way. It's just like, dude, we need to change because you like Zach said, like, yeah. It wasn't an ideal season, but it hasn't been an ideal season for the longest time for them. So how much more are they going to be okay with that?
Yeah, since Ben
Yeah.
won.
When was it? When did they win the Super Bowl last? I'm sorry. When was the last time they won the Super Bowl?
That might have been
Cardinals?
Was that 05? No, when they beat the Cardinals. Yeah, 09.
Yeah.
Yeah, 09. Okay. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And then they lost to Rodgers
Okay.
Yeah.
in
That's
Jerry
right.
World.
That's right.
Is DK Metcalf the best receiver Aaron Rodgers has played with?
Aaron Rodgers? No. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, I feel like is better than DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is like a great like go get it type of like wide receiver, but Devontae Adams like route running is insanely
he's
precise.
shifty, man.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the
DK
best.
is not as
from
shifty
go
as
catch that.
Yeah.
Quarterback of all time, though, too.
But the thing that DK has over
true.
fucking
That's true.
Devontae is that dude's a fucking monster. He's fucking huge. But
I think it was kind of a question that, like, as the question was forming in my head, I was like, "This is ridiculous." But then, like, when you kind of say it, I think there's an argument to be had because there's two different kind of receivers, though, right? So that's where it's like, what do you think? What do you think would suit Aaron? I think now in his career now, I think he needs a Metcalf.
Yeah, but you put Metcalf and Devontae in one, you get Calvin Johnson.
Megatron.
Metcalf plus Devontae equals Calvin. That's actually not bad. Yeah,
that's fair.
Other receiving options he has down there: Calvin Austin, Robert Woods. Hey, shifty route runner there. Scotty Miller and Roman Wilson. Those are probably gonna be those five.
Calvin Austin could be like a little good sit, like like a safety blanket for Rodgers. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of him getting those. He's gonna be checked down.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see Jalen Warren.
running
behind Aaron. That's gonna be pretty good for him. Caleb Johnson.
They're saying Caleb Johnson might take over.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Ooh, I know. I forgot he went to the Steelers. That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, I like Kenneth Gainwell. He had a couple key plays in the playoffs when a few snaps when Saquon needs to sit out. Kenneth Gainwell would get them first downs.
Tight end Pat Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith.
This is actually a pretty decent set of weapons.
It's a decent team if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, but then it's also like it's all about, can Mike Tomlin put together a playbook that works for Aaron Rodgers?
This is one of the better offensive lines he's going to be behind too.
Yeah,
okay, that's good. I was going to question that.
Yeah. No, it's a good O line, and I think he's going to need a good O line because he can't take any more hits at that age, and just recovering from that Achilles, he's going to need a lot of protection. And like Zach said, I agree. It's probably going to be the best O line he's ever played behind. Didn't TJ Watt sign like a huge contract, like an extension with the Steelers?
Yeah, Watt signed an extension. Still got Cameron Hayward, Patrick Queen, Darius Slay,
Malik Harrison. I know they.
Darius Slay's there. No,
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yep, Juan Thornhill, Jerry Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey.
That's like a good team to like win now. Like that's definitely like a win now team.
Yeah, on paper, not too shabby here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their defense is actually better than the Bengals defense.
I think the Browns defense is better than the Bengals defense. That's just me.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Bengals, I think it's a good segue.
Move into the Bengals.
Let's talk about the Bengals. last year, one game away from the playoffs. If the defense was even slightly better, they'd probably make it into the playoffs, and then I think they'd make some noise. That offense is insanely potent. Obviously, when you got Joe Burrow,
are we seeing? Okay. So speaking of Joe Burrow, real quick, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to ask this: are we seeing a Carson Palmer kind of thing with Joe Burrow with the Bengals?
Ooh. Yes, except Carson never went to the Super Bowl.
That is true.
But
but what I'm saying is, like, all that talent kind of just wasting away on that team.
I definitely think Burrow's more talented than Palmer.
100%.
However, I do. So you're saying like the Cincinnati thing, being stuck in Cincinnati?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Carson Palmer is the one I could really think about that was a stand-up quarterback. I mean, AJ McCarron didn't do shit over there. It's just like, who can I compare Joe Burrow to? I guess Carson Palmer. Fair enough. But I would agree he's more talented than Carson Palmer. But like, do you think that maybe he's going to be stuck there?
I think so. I mean, they're going to pay him. Like the Bengals are going to pay him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, if they're smart, they would keep Jamar Chase too. I mean, that's kind of rare to have a wide receiver QB duo from college, and now they're in the pros on the same team. And they made it to the Super Bowl once. They were like one play away from making it to winning the Super Bowl.
But if any one of those two are going to leave the team, it's going to be Jamar Chase, 100%. If anyone,
well, they both extended.
Yeah,
and Higgins extended.
If the Bengals were to trade either one of them, I think they'll trade Jamar Chase.
Oh, they're not letting go of Burrow. No, Burrow's gonna have to Aaron Rodgers this thing if he wants to leave.
Yeah. I mean, and I know they also, I think they signed Noah Fant as one of their tight ends. So hopefully, but I mean, Noah Fant isn't necessarily like a huge wow, right.
But there is Gesicki still there.
Yeah,
Gesicki's still there. Okay.
Yeah. There is a big wow that's happening with this roster. Trey Hendrickson is holding out.
He's holding out, and that's one of their strongest pass rushers, right? Like,
yeah.
You're gonna want him to be in the trenches, especially on that defense.
Mm-hmm.
You lose him on that defense. I mean,
and DJ Turner's he's injured.
Yeah. Oh man, that defense is not great. Miles Murphy on the opposite side of Hendrickson, so Osai would probably fill in for Trey.
Slayton, their second, their secondary sucks.
Jeez, I mean, and that's what prevented them from making the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
that offense has. When you're being led by Joe Burrow, a guy who has beaten Mahomes on his home field in the playoffs, like when it mattered. Like I know, as crazy as it sounds, Chiefs fans were rooting for the Broncos that night when they played, because they did not want Joe Burrow and the Bengals to get in, sneak into the playoffs.
So, yeah,
but boy, did we disappoint them.
That game was so sick too.
But you know what? Man. I don't want to give it to the Chiefs fans. Fuck you.
Yeah, I definitely think my only concern with this team is defense. If they can find a way to limit the bleeding.
Yeah, kind of just going back with that. I mean, obviously with Hendricks holding out, and one of their best corners is going to be out for who knows how long. And the defense coming into the season, it's not like they ended that last year on a good note. It was just kind of, I don't think they even did anything to bolster that thing up. Really, it's just coming in, and that's the big asterisk right now. Just and the offense seems like they can change it around, but the defense is just like you guys said. That's their biggest problem right now, and to keep up in one of the harder divisions to play in. If your defense can't hold off the Browns, something's wrong.
That's true.
They're in so many games last year where it would be 35-42, and they lost. Burrow was putting up crazy numbers, but his defense couldn't do anything.
They had that Ravens game, right?
Where,
and then the only team that didn't lose to the Browns was the Bengals last year in their division.
Okay.
Browns got the Ravens and the Steelers.
Oh, okay. So they want to play when it's the Browns, but Just pretend every
all
team's the Browns. Damn it.
Yeah. Last year's AFC North champ, Baltimore Ravens. Arguably, I think
Repeating.
consensus here, repeat division champ.
Yeah.
They went ahead and signed DeAndre Hopkins. Signed a 1-year deal, extended John Harbaugh.
Could be a
That's
good
always a big move.
be a good 1-year deal, honestly. It could be one of those like, holy shit, that was a good fucking pickup for 1 year.
Right. Extending a coach that you have that has had proven success is always a good move in the offseason, I think.
Yeah.
So John Harbaugh gets that 3-year extension. Justin Tucker gets released.
Justin Fucker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
he did get what?
How crazy
He
is
got
that?
caught up. He got caught up doing
with some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like harassment or some shit.
Yeah.
Some charges, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
He
is now Justin Fucker.
So they went out and drafted a kicker.
Oh shit! Fucking Justin Fucker.
Yeah, Dan Patrick thinks he can't imagine Justin Tucker plays in the NFL ever again. Oof.
Damn.
Is that bad, huh?
35.
What an idiot!
He's just, no matter where he goes, he's suspended for 10 games. Violating the personal conduct policy. Has been accused of improper behavior during massage sessions by 16 massage therapists.
What is up with these motherfuckers doing this shit in massage parlors, man?
He was released on Cinco de Mayo. Ooh.
Well, I mean, at least he got to party.
That is crazy. Taking place from his rookie season in 12 through 26.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
You're kidding me.
That's
massage parlors, man. Keep NFL players away from the massage parlors. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on with NFL players and massage parlors or owners or coaches.
You guys don't got to beat your division at everything, okay? Jeez, let the Browns stay on to that. You guys don't signed Derrick Henry to 2-year extension. Jair Alexander 1-year deal.
That's a good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Rashad Bateman, who I think for years I've been.
I like these 1-year pickups for them right now, like DeAndre Hopkins and Jair, because it's just like, this is a rental.
They don't really have much wiggle room here.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, the fact that they can just get that 1 year, that gives them a lot of insurance too, so it's good.
So you get Lamar Jackson, obviously, with Derrick Henry and run game, insane. Zay Flowers, Bateman, Hopkins, wide receivers. Mark Andrews still there. Isaiah Likely's still there. I mean, it doesn't get.
They're gonna win the AFC North.
Didn't they sign fucking Chuck Pagano as a assistant coach on defense?
Oh, they brought him back.
Yeah, they did.
Roquan. I mean, their defense, right? Roquan Smith, Kyle Van Noy, Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks, Jair Alexander. That secondary is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hamilton, Starks, Alexander, Humphrey, Wiggins, and the man. Yeah, so they run a 3-4. Yeah, this team is definitely built to not only win a division but make a serious run Super Bowl.
Dude, yeah,
100%. The last couple of years. So,
do you think Isaiah Likely is going to be the tight end one, or do you think Mark Andrews is still holding that title?
On paper, it's still going to be Mark. But I mean, if he has a half shoe size smaller cleat, they beat the Chiefs last year.
Packers and Bears are ass from Red Rum Poppy. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting to the North.
We're getting there now. We're getting there. Stick around. We're going to talk about this.
Right. But yeah, to answer your question, I think it's still going to be Mark. He had a slow start last year. I think Isaiah kind of started off hot, and then Mark settled in towards the end. But he did have some weird drops.
I'll smack Dan Campbell.
He did have some drops. On some uncharacteristic stuff happened to him last year, but I think overall Mark was pretty good. He's still going to be that number one tight end offense. But he's no longer the number one receiving target in that offense. It's Zay Flowers for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
speaking of which, we can get into what's that? Go ahead. Sorry.
Consensus. We got what? Ravens 1. I think I'm gonna go Steelers 2.
Steelers 2, huh?
I think I'm gonna go Steelers 2. Bengals 3. Browns 4.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go. Ravens is obviously number one. I'm trying to think of the rest. Okay, so Ravens. I'll give it to the Steelers. Browns, Bengals.
Ooh,
Dang.
ooh, bold.
Not a fan of that.
Chex
defense.
Mix bold.
That defense is like it's a gaping hole for that team, man. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pivot. Let's pivot over to the NFC North.
Yeah, let's go to AFC.
Start
NFC
with
North.
Yeah,
NFC North,
Chicago. I think this is going to be another incredibly hyped Bears team, and it's hard to argue on paper with what they got. Caleb Williams, all the talent in the world, leading an offense that includes Swift and Johnson in the backfield, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden.
Francis, what are you?
What?
It's freaking
what
me out.
ethnicity are you?
It's freaking me out.
Filipino. I'm Filipino, yo. I'm Filipino, my G.
Oh, that's great. Cole Kmet, Colson Loveland, tight end. And one of the probably most underrated defenses in the NFC, I would say. I think they did better than advertised last year. I think enough to keep a capable offense that they should have on paper into a lot of their games that they play, and with the ability to maybe have the ball in Caleb's hands at the end of the game to win it, right? So I think there's a lot of hype behind this Bears team again. They've added some pieces. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this Bears team and the NFC North as a whole.
I mean, the Bears added like a couple of good guards, bolstered their offensive line. So Caleb Williams not running for his life. Who they added?
Smart.
I think they
Amari's Mims and Jonah Williams.
They also got like Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson, I think, too. So
Thuney from the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they should have a little bit more time back there to make some decisions, because I mean, there were times where he was holding the ball too long. He was doing that rookie mistake of kind of being
100%.
not decisive. But then there's other times where he was running for his life too. So I think hopefully after this offseason training with Ben Johnson, learning the read, learning like the offense, because Ben Johnson, I mean, that Lions team last year, I mean, Jared Goff just was balling, and so I can't see how Caleb Williams can't do the same this year.
That is arguably the biggest addition that the Bears had this offseason was Ben Johnson. Coaching him from division rival. Yes, first-time head coach. But when you come from the team that scored the most points in the NFL last year, you're doing something right. He's probably going to be calling the offense, I would assume. He'll let the defense do defensive stuff. But yeah, he's got some weapons, and I think the quarterback with more talent than Jared Goff and Caleb Williams. Just a matter of, is he going to make the right decisions or not? And I think Ben is capable enough to scheme out some plays to where he is able to create some time for Caleb to make the right read. Any final thoughts on the Bears?
They're gonna go 7-10.
7-10.
Yeah, that's better than last year. They went 5-12. So
2 wins. So
that's really all I have. I mean, it's
because their defense is still like the question, right? Like I don't think their defense is that great.
Defense, offensive line.
Yeah, so
we'll Red Rum Poppy says they are the Bears until otherwise.
That's fair, right? That's fair. Yeah. Just like the counter to that I was saying a lot last year is the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, so they're not. So that makes sense. They got Minnesota, Detroit right out the gate, so we're gonna find out a lot about this Bears team early.
Hey, they're
And one
going
of the things
right division. They're going division
Yeah.
right out the gate.
and Monday Night Football,
God damn.
week 1, and then they're on the early 10 a.m. game on Fox, which is kind of weird. They would have Detroit and Chicago, 10 a.m. Dallas, Vegas, and they have their bye early. That's one of the things I don't really like for certain teams. But this team might be young enough to be able to deal with that. And then you come out of the gate at Washington. So,
sheesh.
Yeah, pretty tough start for them.
All right, Vikings fan, we're gonna pivot now to Minnesota for this guy. Let's get your breakdown on these guys. Let's talk about it, and feel free to join the chat. Let us know what you think about I know you're a Vikings fans, but
one of my biggest blunders on here. I think I called the Giants my surprise team of the year a couple years ago, and they won 2 games or something when Brian Dable became the coach. I was super hyped on them. Last year we did our preview after McCarthy tore his knee, and I famously said this is probably going to be the first overall pick, or the Vikings would be the number 1 pick in the next draft. Clearly they were not. I was completely wrong about the Vikings last year.
I mean, who knew Sam Darnold was going to ball out like that? I mean,
I should know. I'm a Darnold guy, right? Like I've been a homer for Darnold since he was at USC. Famously saying that like he's never been in an offense that has really played to his strengths. Finally got into one and we saw what happened in Minnesota. I guess the biggest question with this team is the pivot from Darnold to McCarthy. Is that going to be enough to sustain the success that they had last
year? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, who knows? I mean, they lost. Who did they lose? They lost.
They still got Aaron Jones and Jefferson. Addison's suspended.
Yeah. That's right. Addison's suspended, and then Justin Jefferson is like injured, right? He's not going to start week 1 or 2.
Aren't they trying?
Yeah, he has a queue.
Weren't they into like the talks to try and get Scary Terry? Like
they're
one of the teams trying to land Scary Terry
for sure.
Yeah.
They got Big Cock Hawk, tight end. I like T.J. Hawkinson. Well, I do think will be relied upon by McCarthy. That'll be a safety net. Michigan was very purposeful in their offense with Harbaugh when he was there about using the tight ends. So I think Hawkinson will play a big part of this offense. O-line should be good enough. Keep them up. And they've always had great defenses. That's one of the things that they've had since.
Yeah. I like their addition of Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen on their defensive tackle.
This team is still heavily going to rely on, Justin Jefferson. That offense is going to run. But JJ McCarthy can. I mean, if Darnold could do it, I want to see what JJ McCarthy can do.
Do you guys think, or Red Rum Poppy, this might be a question for you. Do you think with the rookie QB, they're going to hand the ball a little bit more to Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones?
Ooh.
I mean, you want to with a rookie QBs, you don't want to give but who knows? Kevin McConnell.
No, we know that you don't have just Jettis, but he's definitely
going to
go
everything's
as far
as
you guys should
him.
be going if he's not on the field and if he's not Jay Jettis. But I do think running the ball through. I think honestly, Aaron and Hawkinson are probably going to be relied upon.
I won't lie. I think it will be the same program. It's fair. Yeah,
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Objectively, you get captured for this, whatever. But I do think Darnold is a better quarterback than McCarthy, only because we haven't seen what McCarthy can do. Yeah. So that's just a knock against McCarthy because we haven't seen it yet. Hey, I have no problem being wrong. So we'll see what happens. I mean, experience is the drop off from Darnold to McCarthy. For me, at least.
JJ will have a line, weapons, but to Darnold's credit, he made something happen with that. And I know a lot of Vikings fans were fucking excited to see that. I was just to see, Darnold have this resurgence with the Vikings. Like, holy shit.
So cool.
Sam didn't have a line. He didn't, but he still made shit happen. That's what Red Rum Poppy said.
Bears,
Neither did
Monday Night
Kirk.
Football.
Neither did Kirk. But
Cousins.
that's a different story.
Bears, Monday Night Football. Falcons, Sunday Night Football, and then they got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cleveland before their bye.
Okay.
But they got one of these weird things. This is going to be a weird schedule thing that happened for the first time ever, I believe. They have back-to-back overseas games.
Damn, really?
System, we will win 10. I mean, that's just one more win out of last season, right? Because they went 9-8, I believe, the Vikings. So
no, they won 10. They won 10 games. They won at least 10
11
games last season.
They were
really.
It was them and the Lions. Remember them and the Lions had like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Biggest
Technically,
wins.
Statistically, the NFC North was the best division last year because they had 3 teams that have 10 wins or more. So
yeah,
I mean,
they won 14.
Yeah. Out of that bye, though, check this out: Eagles, Chargers, Lions, Ravens.
Oh yeah, they're getting smacked all 4 games.
And that Chargers game is a Thursday night football. So they play the Eagles and now on short rest. Got to come to LA, play them on Thursday night football. That game's going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of purple at SoFi. After Baltimore, they got Bears, Packers, at Seattle, always a tough place to play. Washington, Dallas, Giants, Detroit, Green Bay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean,
these guys don't want it easy, right?
No.
The Vikings are one of those teams that likes to obviously prove people wrong and be better than people expect. So, I think they're a serious contender, not only in the division, but also in the conference as well.
Schedule is tough.
Yeah, schedule's tough. So that's what happens when you're a good team. When you win ball games. Like, you're going to have a tough schedule the next year. 8.5 is nuts for their win total. That is pretty crazy.
Damn. I might bet on that.
8.5 is crazy. This team just won 14 games.
Yeah, 9 wins.
No. Hey, no one's scared of the North. We're appreciating them. That's what this episode's about. Appreciating the North. These are 2 very good divisions that are going to have very good.
Everyone is scared of rookie QB.
I'm uncertain about them. I don't know. I got to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
moving over to Green Bay.
Green Bay,
which kind of weird. I think
they had. I don't know.
Green Bay on this pod.
I don't think they had any like signings in the freeze.
Hey, McManus.
Yeah.
McManus,
who also like Justin Fucker was caught up like harassing us. Well, I mean, it wasn't massage parlor, but he was apparently being sexually harassing stewardesses.
Mecole Hardman, Isaiah Simmons, who I famously wanted, or I famously thought the Chargers were going to draft instead of Herbert. 2020, I tell you, I'm wrong a lot. Isaiah Simmons on there. Cool.
Yeah, their draft pick Matthew Golden. He's sick. So, but that's the thing though with the Green Bay. Like, we don't really know who their wide receiver 1 is. Like, it's Jordan
Love. I mean, I think you're like 2024 was enough. Let's give him an extension.
Yeah, they got some injuries
on that breakout.
They got some injuries in the receiving core. Reed, Watson, and Wicks are all hurt. I think Watson's out. He's going to be out for a while. He tore his ACL, I think, last year. Towards the end of the year, too, which sucks. So it's probably going to be Golden and Dobbs and Hardman with Kraft, who will be starting the offense. Luke Musgrave as a backup to Kraft.
Yeah.
And then they still have Josh Jacobs, right?
That's right.
They have Josh Jacobs. Yeah.
Jacob is going to be the focal point, I think, for this offense.
Hopefully. I mean, last year I was
to get rhythm with the receivers.
You know, I had pretty high hopes for him last season, and it was the Jordan Love show, and that's why they extended him.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Love also got hurt in that first game last year against the
he did.
Yeah.
So I mean, a full season of him, maybe they win a couple more games, but how you guys feel about the Packers? I feel like this is one of those teams that, like, growing up when we did, always a perennial, like, they're going to win the North every year. No one else was close.
No, they're going to be number 2 in the division. Number 2 or 3.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I think the Lions are going to take this division, man.
Yeah, number 2 or 3. This team just doesn't excite me. There's just like nothing there that like makes me That's just like they're gonna be
Perfect for Green
solid.
Bay.
They're gonna win games. That's without a doubt. But they're not gonna make any. If they do get to the playoffs, they're not gonna make any noise. Like,
Nah,
I mean, they did surprise a lot of people when they beat the Cowboys in that
It's the
first round.
Cowboys.
But it's the
They
Cowboys,
killed the
exactly. Yeah,
They
it's
killed
the
the
Cowboys, so it's not much skin off their back. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this team is they're well rounded, but it's not like, oh my fucking god, Packers.
Yeah.
like
You know what I
missionary.
mean? Like, yeah. It's like just it gets the job done. It gets the job
Get the
done.
job done.
It gets it done, but you ain't really exciting nobody.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's just move on already. Let's just talk about
Yeah,
the
Hold
fuck
on.
it.
Hold on. Lions, Commanders, Browns, Cowboys out the gate and make the bye. Bengals, Cardinals, Steelers, Panthers. They're gonna win games. They're gonna win some
Yeah.
games.
Oh yeah.
They'll
Oh, yeah.
win, but it's like
They got Eagles Monday Night Football in Green Bay in November. That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be awesome.
But who knows? Maybe like I guess we'll see if Jordan Love can really prove that extension was worth it, because I mean a lot of people are like, really extending him already.
Yeah. All right. Last year's division champ, Detroit Lions. I think the biggest story from them losing Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
I think
who knows?
Now
Yeah,
with
that's
the Bears
overstated.
head coach.
Yeah, I don't think that can be overstated how big of a loss that is.
Well, they also
Especially to
They lost Aaron Glenn
the
too,
division.
their defensive coordinator.
Right.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
big
now with
time.
the Jets.
Wow, what is Motor City Dan Campbell going to do? Huh? How are they going to respond to those losses? Do you guys think?
I don't know, honestly, because that offensive coordinator obviously was huge to their success, and now for him to leave, and I don't even know who did he get. John Morton, and then
They got John Morton, OC,
and Kelvin Shepard at defensive coordinator, but it's just like I feel like they kind of regressed right here by losing those two, because they were the key reason why they were what. Yeah, they're going to be the defending champs right now, but losing your offensive coordinator is huge. Maybe Dan Campbell can still kind of keep that defense going, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't think maybe second. Now that I look at it,
I think they're going to be the opposite of last year, where their defense kind of struggled because they had a bunch of injuries. I think their defense will be okay because they're going to come back healthy. I think what's going to be in question and might have me in a little bit of doubt is their offense, because Ben Johnson is like I mean, they have the weapons, right? But then it's very key for a quarterback to have a good relationship with their offensive coordinator, and like have that consistency year by year. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's never really had any major coaching changes since he started his career. That's why he's always in it. Look at Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's John Harbaugh and that staff has been kind of in it since Lamar Jackson has been there. So
yeah,
that's
even
kind
without
of where
Roman last year, they still were good.
Yeah. So like, how is Jared Goff going to respond? And what's
with
like,
John Morton?
Is John Morton going to try to keep the same playbook and just make it work, or is he going to be kind of? Oh, okay, Mike Brunell. Okay.
But dude, okay, so they have a pretty brutal first 3 games.
Oh yeah,
they're playing the Niners, Packers, and Bills. So the Lions are going to get a test for what they are early on, and we're going to see if that
Bills
offensive coordinator.
Nice.
Yeah. So
they got Bears. They got Packers, Bears, Ravens.
Packers, Bears, Ravens.
Yeah, I think you're looking at last year's schedule.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
But still, like, I mean,
yeah, Packers, Bears, Ravens,
we're gonna see
Browns,
exactly
Bengals.
if this, like Francis was saying, we're gonna see if John Morton's gonna keep kind of like the same scheme going, because it was working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But what if he comes in and says, no, we're changing this up, and comes up with something new and it doesn't work, or it does work. It's kind of, I think we're seeing like, yeah, they're defending champs, but everything's going to be kind of a gamble right now. See if their success translates into this new coaching staff. I mean, they still have Amon Ross, so that's great, but I feel like it's kind of hard to call it right now with this new offensive coordinator. Really,
This might be the best offense in
Oh
In the
yeah,
North?
in the NFC North.
Goff, Gibbs, Montgomery, Brown, Jameson Williams, who I think is going to be just keep ascending. Sam Laporta. Man, it's good. I put that against any offense in the NFC for that matter. It's going to be up there.
Really?
Yeah, I really do think so. But yeah, what are they going to get out of the coordinator? Is it going to be able to mimic or even improve upon what was already built there with Ben there?
Well, if you guys like, just looking from a standpoint as a fan, what do you think? If you're to like kind of tell John Warren, hey, how do you think he should go? Should he kind of build up on it, kind of change it up? What do you guys think?
I don't think you should get cute and try to put his stamp on it for the sake of his pride or ego. I think he should feed into what has been successful with these guys.
Right.
But I know a lot of the crazy shit they do. Like, did that come from Ben or was that from Dan Campbell?
That is also true. Yeah.
Calling forth like the trick plays that they would do, right? Like, I don't know. It felt more collaborative than it was like just Ben coming up with those plans. But plays.
I would have to agree on that. It I think that's what works so well too.
If he's calling the plays, he's going to have to find that right touch of when to call certain things at certain times. And that's where I feel like a new OC would struggle.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Like, as long as he doesn't get too cute, and try not to put his ego in and try to get his custom plays or whatever he wants to do to kind of put his little twist on it. But to Zach's point as well, I mean, when you're in the crunch and you need to call some plays, like, how are you going to respond, and what are you going to actually call? I mean, there's a couple plays last year that Ben Johnson, like in the playoffs, like he kind of, that one like trick play where Jameson Williams like tried to throw. I was like, why is Ben Johnson calling this shit right now, bro? Like, that's you're behind.
And that's what got him the head coaching job with the Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears like, ooh, we like that.
Yeah. I mean, just so stuff like that. I mean, hopefully John Morton doesn't, get too cute and just use his IQ. Because, I mean, for the most part, Ben Johnson was smart, but I guess he tried to be too cute because they were behind and wanted to try something different. But I don't know.
Well, also their fucking center retired, right? The center.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. How are they going to respond to that loss in the playoffs too? That's kind of a quick one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this is a better coverage than the South, at least.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Who are you guys picking for how are you picking the order for the North proper?
I'm going to have the Bears dead last, okay?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have the Packers. And then, you know what? I'm going to have the Lions and Vikings.
Ooh, okay.
Francis.
I'm going to do I'm going to do the Packers last. Bears third.
I knew you were going
Bears third. Packers last, Bears third. Vikings, Lions. Last to least.
I like that too, though. I honestly, I like that too.
Can't stand you.
Just thinking about, Packers, and you said missionary, I was like, yeah, they're gonna be last in my head.
Oh no! All right,
missionary, no emotion. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not even like a good missionary. It's just like, okay.
Yeah. All right, let me be contrarian. I'm gonna go Packers last, and then I'm gonna go Vikings.
Ooh.
Okay.
You guys know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna go Lions second.
Yeah, yeah.
Bears are winning the division.
Ooh.
I think Ben's gonna take the league by storm.
Really? With Caleb
and-
Williams, huh?
Yeah, I do. Big
Well,
contrarian. I had the exact same picks as Francis.
I think the, you know,
I'm so pissed that I should have went in
Very-
I knew you were gonna fucking
very
you could pick the same as me, man.
I want to pick.
it's a very crazy fucking. Imagine
Yeah,
if
Bears
that was
win-
to happen though. Bears go first. That'd
Bears,
be crazy.
yeah, Bears and Packers last in the division. That'd be some
Yeah,
shit.
Packers can go last. Fuck them.
I'm just not feeling the Packers this year.
So,
So yeah, all right. That wraps up the North. We'll be back next week with the East, and then the following week, which will be our lead into the start of the NFL season. We'll finish up with the West. I think next week too, I want to do a little bit of fantasy stuff. I think a lot of drafts will be happening between now. That have already been happening between now and.
I'm ready. I already
time
drafted
we
3
meet.
leagues. God damn.
I know, dude. I got some crazy shit going on with fantasy drafts, so we'll talk about that next episode. Before
let's talk
Before we
about
sign
ours
off-
for the cave, the sleeper.
Yes.
However, so
Cave League moved into sleeper. We sent the invites out to the prior league mates. Might be having some spots to fill, but we're gonna be fine tuning those settings and rosters this week. Trying to come up with a creative way to figure out the draft order.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
I know last year was pretty
I
wild.
know we're gonna do a Royal Rumble again to pick the.
We'll do the Royal Rumble then. Let's do it.
I mean, we can, but if we think of something else, I think we should run something else just to change
will
it up this
say-
time.
There are a lot of people that are like, "Hey, send me your leagues and I'll pick the draft order for you." Like some famous people that are out there doing this on social. So maybe we'll try to
Really?
reach out to some people and see if they'll do a cameo for us or something and pick our order for
okay.
us.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I have seen a couple people do it so it's got me thinking. But yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll fine tune that, and then we'll announce the draft and do that. So yeah, when we're looking to fill the league, we'll send it out on Discord for Cape Sports for in the fantasy football room. But yeah, like always, hit us up on socials. X, formerly known as Twitter.
There you go.
Instagram, Discord, Facebook, LinkedIn. No, it's not really what we're about. Not on Truth, not on Blue Sky. We'll revisit the Grindr situation, see what's up with that.
Yeah, we'll see how Naro's doing on Grinder.
Yeah, as always, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the live chats tonight. That was fun to interact.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Red Brown Poppy and Benderbot.
And Benderbot. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Peace.
The Bears ain't winning this fucking division.
The Bears.
I had to do that for the content.
Oh
saying?
no.
I'm gonna fucking be wrong.